Greetings, friends. For today's art activity, we are going to draw a picture of the moon landing from 1969. The inspiration for our artwork comes from the artist Robert McCall. He did many famous paintings for NASA. You can go to his website at mccallstudios.com and check them out. He also did a painting of the moon landing from 1969. For today's art activity, you're going to need a piece of paper. Now, if you have a piece of white blank paper, that is preferable, but if not, you can definitely use a piece of lined notebook paper, or if you look through your recyclables, you might find some white cardboard that you can draw on, maybe something that was the back of a box. Or if you don't have access to those, you can definitely do your art on a piece of cardboard that you can get off of any box, maybe in your pantry. Just cut it apart and you can use it. Now, the materials that we're going to need today also are going to include a pencil for drawing and a cup that you can use for drawing a circle. Now, you don't have to use a cup to draw the circles. It just makes it a little bit neater so that way it's not quite so wobbly when you're drawing those circles. You may also want markers, crayons, or colored pencils if you want to have the option for coloring in your work. So let's gather up our materials and let's get to work. For today's activity, I'm going to begin by tracing the circle for the helmet of the astronaut. I'm then going to draw all of the other details that I might want for creating my astronaut. You can draw the face of the astronaut, or you can simply shade in the helmet. It is your choice. Maybe you could draw a picture of yourself as the astronaut. I'm going to continue adding details to the astronaut's suit, and then I'm going to make sure I add some arms and legs as well. Take your time and make sure you're drawing your details carefully and neatly. I'm going to place the arms coming out of the sides of the suit, and then I'm going to do another arm and hand on this side. You can pose your astronaut however you would like. Now let's work on drawing the flagpole next to the astronaut. I'm going to start with a little curve and then two parallel vertical lines. I'm now going to draw the shape of the flag. I'm going to make mine look curvy. If you want to make yours like a straight rectangle, that is also okay. Add those details to it that it needs. It needs about 50 stars and 13 stripes. If you don't quite have space for all of those, that is okay. Do the best you can. Take your time and add your details carefully and neatly. I'm going to work on filling in as many stars as I can, and then I'm going to move on to my background. I'm going to create a arch or a curved line across the bottom half of my paper for the surface of the moon. These ovals are going to become craters that you might see if you were standing on the moon. Just draw a little curved line up and over to give them that three-dimensional effect. Once you have drawn some craters on the surface of your moon, we're going to move on to decorating the background. I'm going to start with the Earth. I'm going to put the Earth over here in the corner. You can put yours wherever you want. Now mine is going to go behind the flag, so I want to make sure I don't draw on top of it so it looks like it's overlapping. I'm going to go ahead and give my Earth some details. I'm just going to basically draw some simple shapes for the continents. It doesn't have to be perfect, just do the best you can. Now I'm going to add those stars in the background for my outer space sky. Once you have placed as many stars in your sky as you would like to, we are going to start the process of coloring our picture. Now, if there's any other details you would like to add to your work of art, go ahead and put those in there as well. Now I'm going to get my crayons and start coloring my picture. You can use markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever you might have. Take your time, color carefully and neatly, and thanks for joining us today.